What's up, guys? Welcome back to Gotians Games. Welcome back to another Dragalialost video. And today's video, I thought it'd be kind of fun to read the reviews on Google Play, because I've noticed, and few people have noticed as well, that the game has gotten not so stellar reviews. And so I thought it'd be fun to just go and read the reviews on it. Now, when I say not so stellar reviews, the game currently has a rating, I believe, of 3.7 stars out of 5, which is not really that good, but it's not bad either. I mean, 3.7 is not bad, but it's not, it could be better. But, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to scroll through the reviews, and we're going to read anything that is a 3-star or lower. I want to see why it is they are rating it the way they are. So let's get started. The first one here, so many issues. I'll read for review. Okay, so many issues. Moving any direction besides a straight line is an exercise in frustration. Dodging response is sluggish. Advised power levels are inaccurate. And to make matters worse, I can't recover my account with Nintendo Link. Trying opens up my web browser and the game cancels the link. Tried on 4 other devices and an emulator with the same result. Uninstalling. I kind of see his frustration with some of the stuff. Like, so moving in the game, like me personally, I don't really like the way that the game moves. A lot of times I find myself moving my thumb off the screen, which causes me to then get hit by the enemy and things of that nature. Dodging is a little sluggish. I do agree with that. But you really get used to the dodging. But overall, the movement needs to be improved. I don't think it's as good as it could be. All right, next one. Oh, this is a long one. He rates it a 1-star. It has a lot of content such as different characters, dragons, and decent story. There are different ways to get stronger, such as powering up characters, weapons, cards, worm prints, or dragons. It has a balance of how much to play each day, so it doesn't feel like it asks too much of your time in a single day. However, the controls during battle are awkward. There are times when the game loses track of my finger and suddenly dodges. The 4 strikes are probably the worst, as they require a slingshot-like mechanic to attack for most characters. This makes it difficult to aim at what enemy you want to hit. It also mistakes my finger placed onto the screen, not as a 4-strike, but me wanting to move slightly to wherever I was pointing at. So when I use a 4-strike on an enemy with a shield, as my computer allies needlessly wail on it, only to lose more of their health, the first thing that happens is usually my character moves slightly to wherever before I correct it. Next, okay, so he has a big problem, because I'm skimming through this while I'm reading it. Okay, he also goes into the gacha system. Gacha games don't always have good reputation, but as long as the game encourages cooperation and hopefully avoid PvP, unlucky draws might not bother you as much. Also, CPU allies are practically unreliable. Okay, so he has a problem with the charging attack and CPU allies, and I agree. Again, I agree. Now, do these complaints warrant 1 stars? I don't think so. But the charging attack system is trash. It is super trash. Sometimes I'm holding it, it doesn't even charge. And then when you're charging, it's almost impossible to aim, because you move it to aim and it does not move the way that you think it would. So I agree with his problems with the charging system. And then the CPU, or the AI system being super trash. Oh my god, we all feel his pain on that one, guys. We all do. So we're with you, Alan fan. We are with you on that, man. Just I wouldn't give it a 1-star just because of that, though. All right, a Google user. Even though I have everything muted, sounds and music go full blast every time you start the app. It takes forever to get into the settings, and even though it's all at 0 volume, you have to move to 1, then back to 0 to mute. Walking is not good. Would rather have some solid joystick mechanism or better control of direction and speed. First things first, Google user. You are aware that your phone has a volume button. Like, your phone has a volume button. You're aware of that, right? Because if you're not, newsflash, your phone has a volume button. If you don't want to hear any sound from it, turn the volume off completely from your phone. The control thing, okay, I'll give you a pass on that. But that does not warrant a 1 star because you don't know how to work your phone to turn the volume off. This guy, 1 star, it sucks. Okay, at least he's being honest. This dude, Justin Bailey, immediately required 1 GB download. Can't play in airplane mode. Cannot figure out how to access options. Maybe this game is fun, but it wouldn't let me find out. Justin Bailey. First things first, props on putting your name Justin Bailey. That's like a throwback to the original Justin Bailey code in Metroid, the original Metroid game in NES. But anyways, let me just say, Mr. Justin Bailey, can't play in airplane mode. This is an online game. When you go in airplane mode, it takes you off of your data from your phone, and it does not allow you to go to Wi-Fi. It's an online game, bro. You can't play an online game offline. So, that's just stupid. This one. Elemental Force. The chance of getting a 5-star character is non-existent. I seem to have pulled quite a few already. If you plan on having anything worthwhile, prepare to pay for it. I do agree with you on that. Because the game does become not pay to win, because it's not a pay to win game, because there's no PvP or anything like that. But if you want to keep up with the gacha stuff, it does become a pay to play aspect. So I got you. Rodrigo, so he rates it 3-star. The cost for storage of the game is too high. Sooner or later, I'm gonna have to delete the app. It is high. This game it's a massive game. So with you on that, buddy. So that you know what, that's okay. Like I can see why you're gonna rate it a 3-star. David Boyd, RNGesus plus poor ally AI makes for a poor, overcomplicated system that drags down what good points it has. Controls are poor and become unresponsive when enemy AI starts using their AoE abilities. I agree. RNGesus is horrible in Dragalia Lost, even though I've pulled very good things. The rates are very bad in the game. They have pity rates that if you want it to get to like a 1%, you have to at least, I think, pull like 4 times. So the rates are pretty damn bad in Dragalia Lost. But with that being said, 3 stars and 4 stars in Dragalia Lost are actually very useful. They're very useful in this game. So I wouldn't give it a 1 star just on that. But again, here we go again with the controls. People are complaining about the controls in the game. I agree, man. Like every single time, I will always agree with you. The controls are clunky at best. It feels delayed. It doesn't feel like it's like it should. Let's go to the next one. Another one. So fix the game. Too many bugs. I don't agree with you. It has a couple bugs, but I don't agree with you on that one. I'm having problems with downloading the game to even start playing. That sounds like it could be an issue with your phone. Maybe it's not compatible, or you're just not connected to a fast enough Wi-Fi, because that could happen too. Alright, this game freezes my phone. Fix this and rating will increase. Bro, that's probably because you're using like a phone from like 1999. I'm exaggerating, but still, like, if I was, for example, where is it? This is a Sony Xperia. If I was to try to play Dragalia Lost on my Sony Xperia that I've had, when did I get this thing? I had this back in 2013. If I tried to play Dragalia Lost on this phone, it would not play. Honestly, it wouldn't even show up in Google Play Store. So you're lucky that it even showed up in Google Play Store. Or you're using an APK. The controls, we're back to the controls. The controls for movement during combat is really bad, especially if you have a small screen. Yes. It takes some getting used to and still feels bad. Gacha style, making it seem like a pay-to-win game. Yes, kind of later on, once you finish getting all the free stuff. So graphics. I don't agree. I actually love the graphics. The graphics are very appealing. They're cute. And the reason why I like it is because it reminds me of Bravely Default, and the team for the team that worked on Bravely Default also worked on this game, so that's why I like it. Okay, story. I thought the idea of turning into dragons would be cool, and everything else is a bit poor in my opinion. And you're entitled to your opinion, that is okay. Good points though. Good points. Let's see. Low rates and trash localization with boomer tier humor. Okay. I honestly, I don't even know what you mean by boomer tier humor. That I don't understand. It seems like another play for free, pay to win game. Yeah, I mean, it's not pay to win. It becomes pay to play if you want to keep up with the gacha aspect. I tried to install the game, but it just keeps saying failed to connect the server. I tried reinstalling and it didn't work. I tried telling on other devices and it still didn't work. My connection isn't bad either. My devices aren't old. Not sure. I haven't had that issue. If any of you guys have had that issue before, let me know in the comments, because I'd like to see like some of you guys' issues. Not saying that I can fix them for you, but I just like to know like if you're having any other issues that I had never heard of. Great game with terrible customer service team. Huh. I downloaded the game on day 2 of the release, did the raid, got 3 Pele's. Pete, he got 3 Pete's. Had a bunch of 5-star units, but my Android phone for some reason didn't want to download the new patch. And when it would get to 99.99% downloaded, it would say I had a connection error. I'm always connected to my Wi-Fi when I play this game. I've contacted customer service team 6 to 7 times now. Each message is 2 to 3 hours from the previous one. I've still heard nothing, and it's going on day 3. I lost all my save data because I uninstalled the game to try and manually get the patch to work with the game all at once. I also don't have a Nintendo account. I was hoping they would restore the data for me, but heard nothing. No communication with Dragalia team. Very disappointed. I could see why he would be upset if he's getting no communication back from the support team. But first things first, why did you not create a Nintendo account and link it? Simple. It's free. It doesn't cost you any money. Why is it so large? So many extra downloads. Because it's a huge game. I had to download 600 plus megabytes of extra data to play 3 levels, and I had to download another 900 plus megabytes to continue. Not cool. I have limited amount of data each month. Wi-Fi. I just got in and it said error. Either you're playing on an emulator or your phone's not compatible. This game would be good if the rates weren't so bad. 2-star for that. I mean, I agree the rates are bad. I do. I've said it before. Great game, but I can't give more than 1 star because the gacha rates are abysmal. Okay, so we're starting to see a trend. I downloaded the game before I got to even play it. It said update required, so I tried, but there was nowhere to update it. So I uninstalled it and tried again. Same thing happened. Alright. I don't mind the gacha so much, but this requires so much space and there's so much dialogue. So skip it. It's not worth it for me. Bro, if you don't like the dialogue, just skip it. It's not that hard. This game is not letting me even find a server, and why is there 2 different ones? What do you mean 2 different ones? I only see 1 game, 1 server. I don't know what you're talking about. Stop putting this on YouTube. It takes a lot of space on your Android phones. Do not download it. Oh, man. It won't even let me start the game and freezing my touch sensor, my phone, making it turn off and restart after 30 seconds. I've never had that problem. Interesting. Can't buy package, endless incomplete purchase while there is none. They did acknowledge that. I think they're working on a patch for that, but I don't know if they pushed out yet. Terrible controls, AFKs, toxic players, no block system. Quality of life needs work. I can see that, but again, not for 1 star, though. I could definitely see that, though. Alright, so this could go on for hours and hours and hours, because there's thousands of these. Now, so far, out of the ones that I've read, I see a trend. The biggest trends are controls. People don't like the controls. Alright? They don't like the data, that it's such a large, massive game. But that happens when a game has graphics like this, where, you know, the graphical capabilities are just really high quality graphics for a mobile game. So it's going to take up a lot of data. And gacha rates. People are complaining about gacha rates, AFKers, or, you know, just quality of life changes. Hopefully Nintendo or cygames can improve it. I agree with the controls being like not good. I don't like the controls. It doesn't feel right. I almost feel like it should have been a console game and just kind of made it like an RPG open world type of deal. It feels like it wants to be a Switch game, but it's not. I do agree that the gacha rates are bad, but there's kind of a give and take in the fact that the 3 and 4 stars are actually useful in this game, and you don't necessarily need to summon for the 5-star units, dragons and worm prince. You know, it's one of those things where it's like, it's a give and take, and there's more give in this game than there is take. Even though, like, I released my how free-to-play friendly is the game, and, you know, it's just one of those things where it's like, when you think about the currency, it's not free-to-play friendly. But when you think about the units and everything that they give you to play the game, it's very free-to-play friendly. So if you want to keep up with the gacha, it's not free-to-play friendly. If you just want to play the game, it's very free-to-play friendly. It's just one of those things that just, you know, has a back and forth, and it's always going to be there. But this was fun. This was very interesting. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about the game, and let's have a conversation, guys. I love conversations. I really, really love having conversations with you guys in the comment section. It's so much fun to debate with you guys and, you know, just talk about what bothers you, what doesn't bother you, what you like, what you don't like. So with that, guys, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you guys are new, and I will catch you all in the next video. You guys have a great rest of your day. Peace out, guys.